Let's go! Pedestrian panic, how to pass people on an electric unicycle without looking like a rolling jump scare. I am out here gliding on one wheel like a confident science experiment, and somehow I am still the problem. Not the cracks in the sidewalk, not the people walking three wide like they rented the pavement. Me, the quiet one-wheel ghost that appears and suddenly everybody forgets how legs work. You ever notice how silent this thing is? It does not announce itself. No engine growl, no helpful rumble. Just a smooth hum like a polite whisper. That is great for peace and terrible for humans who rely on noise to feel safe. I roll up behind somebody and their brain says nothing is there. Then I pass and their soul leaves their body for half a second. Now I am the jump scare. I did not sign up to be a plot twist. There is always that moment where distance closes faster than expected. 1 second they're far away. Next second I am right there calculating angles like a low-budget superhero. I lean a little. I shift a little, and they drift into my path like they are magnetized to inconvenience. I try to give a heads up without sounding like a parade. A soft excuse me, a gentle presence, but people hear it late and react early. They hop sideways like the ground got hot. Now I am swerving to avoid a person who just created a brand new dance move. And let us talk about dogs. Dogs do not trust the one-wheel life. Dogs look at this and say absolutely not. I have seen dogs lock eyes with me like I owe them money. They bark like I am a moving vacuum cleaner with attitude. The owner says he is friendly while the dog is planning my downfall in real time. Then you got the leash problem. The invisible tripwire stretched across the path. I see it at the last second shining in the sun like a trap in an adventure movie. Now I am lifting my arms like balance is a personality trait and hoping I do not become a story people tell later. People with headphones are in another universe. Full volume. Deep focus. I could ride past with a marching band and they would still be shocked. When I finally pass, they jump and look at me like I teleported from thin air. No, sir, you teleported out of awareness. I have seen comments about this exact thing. People say these wheels sneak up on you. They say it feels like a ghost just went by. That is accurate. That is the brand right now. Silent glide and accidental haunting. Speed control becomes an art. Too fast and you are a blur that causes panic. Too slow and now you are hovering behind someone like a suspicious thought. There is a sweet spot where you move with purpose but not pressure. Miss it and now you are either a threat or a question mark. And the beeps. Do not get me started on the beeps. Sometimes the wheel decides it has something to say. A warning sound. A tilt alert. Something that sounds like a tiny robot clearing its throat. Pedestrians hear that and turn around confused. Now I am passing during a sound effect that makes it seem like I come with my own suspense soundtrack. Uneven pavement is another character in this story. Little bumps, random dips, that one section of sidewalk that feels like it was built during a storm. I hit that and my posture changes just enough to look dramatic. People think I'm about to do a trick. No, I am trying to stay upright and keep this moment from becoming a public lesson. Groups are a whole situation. They spread out and leave no lane. I approach like I am negotiating a treaty. I make eye contact with one person and hope they become the leader of movement. Sometimes it works. Sometimes they all freeze and now I am threading a needle made of confusion. There is also the sudden stop phenomenon. Someone walking calmly just halts in the middle of everything. No warning. No signal. They just pause like life buffered. Now I am behind them adjusting speed like a careful driver with no brakes on display. I lean back a little. I ease off. I pray to physics. People say riders need to be more visible. That is true, but also people need to look around like they exist in a shared space. It is a partnership. I cannot be the only one doing choreography out here. We all have a role in not turning a simple pass into a dramatic event. Nighttime adds another layer. Lights help. Bright beams, side lights, anything that says here I am. But light also creates shadows and shadows create mystery. I pass and suddenly I'm a glowing outline that came and went. Now I am not just a jump scare, I'm a special effect. I have learned that a slight arc works better than a straight line. Do not aim directly at people and then slip by at the last second. That feels aggressive even if it is efficient. A gentle curve says I respect your space. A sudden line says surprise, here I am. And posture matters. Stand relaxed. No stiff shoulders, no intense stare. The calmer I look, the calmer the pass feels. If I look tense, people feel it. Energy transfers. Now we are all anxious for no reason. There are moments when everything lines up. Clear path, aware pedestrian, smooth glide. I pass and nobody jump. Nobody gasps. It feels like a small miracle. Like the universe said today, you get one clean interaction. Those moments keep it fun. Because the truth is, this thing is joy on a wheel. It just needs a little social finesse, a little awareness, a little timing, and a lot of patience with people who are not expecting a quiet human to roll by like a well-dressed whisper. I am not trying to scare anybody. I am trying to get through without turning a sidewalk into a haunted house. And when it works, it looks effortless. Just a person moving through space like it makes sense. That is the goal every single time. And then you run into the sidewalk philosophers. The people who hear you coming and turn it into a full debate in their head. Should they move left? Should they move right? Should they stop and stare? You can see it on their face. A whole committee meeting happening behind their eyes while I am closing distance like a quiet deadline. By the time they decide, it is too late. Now we are both adjusting at the same time like two people trying to carry a couch through a narrow doorway. I lean one way. They lean the same way. I switch. They switch. We end up doing a synchronized routine nobody rehearsed. And I know what some folks think. Just say something louder. But loud comes with its own problems. You shout, "Excuse me," and now it sounds urgent. People react like something serious is about to happen. They jump quicker. They move sharper. Now I am dodging a reaction I created. There is a tone you have to find. Not too soft, not too strong. Just enough to register without causing alarm. That middle ground is rare. It is like finding the perfect temperature in a shower that only has two settings. Tourists are a different level. They walk like the ground is part museum and part maze. They stop suddenly to look at everything. They drift without pattern. They take pictures in the exact spot where movement should continue. I respect the wonder. I do. But I am also trying to pass without becoming a background surprise in their vacation photo. And you know that moment when someone finally notices you and tries to help but makes it worse. They step aside but then step back into your path like they are second guessing their decision. Now you both hesitate. Now it is awkward. Now it feels like a trust exercise that nobody explained. I have seen people try to wave me through like traffic control. Go ahead. No, you go. No, you go. Now we are negotiating passage like diplomats over a tiny piece of sidewalk. Meanwhile, time is passing and I am still balancing like patience is part of the equipment. Wind is another factor nobody talks about. A strong gust hits and suddenly I am correcting posture mid-pass. People see that and think I am doing something advanced. No, I am fighting air with dignity. I am trying not to turn a simple glide into interpretive movement. Then there are the surface changes. Smooth concrete turns into rough patches without warning. The wheel feels it instantly. My body reacts. People nearby see the shift and assume something is wrong. They tense up. Now everybody is alert and I am just trying to ride out a patch of bad texture. I have heard people say these things should make more noise. Like a bell. Like a constant sound. But imagine hearing that all day. A chorus of little alerts rolling through the city. At some point, that becomes its own problem. Noise everywhere. Nobody listening. Same result, different flavor. So it comes back to awareness. Mine and theirs. I watch shoulders. I watch head movement. I watch feet. You can tell when someone is about to turn before they turn. A slight shift. A change in rhythm. It is like reading subtitles on body language. And sometimes you still get surprised. Someone steps out from a doorway without looking. A runner cuts across at the last second. A kid changes direction with the confidence of someone who has never paid a bill. Now I am reacting in real time, trying to keep everything smooth. The kid situation is wild. Kids see the wheel and light up. Some think it is magic. Some think it is a toy. They move toward it with curiosity. Parents move toward them with concern. Now I am slowing down like I am entering a careful zone where anything can happen. I've also noticed that confidence helps people feel at ease. Not reckless confidence. Not show off energy. Just calm control. When it looks like I know exactly what I am doing, people relax. When it looks uncertain, they get nervous. Energy speaks before words do. And timing the pass near corners is a whole skill. Blind spots everywhere. You cannot see them. They cannot see you. I approach like a question mark. Slow enough to react. Ready for anything. Because the last thing you want is to meet someone at a corner with both of you surprised. There are days when everything feels effortless. The path opens up. People move predictably. The flow is smooth. Those are the days that make it all worth it. It feels like the city and I are on the same page. Then there are days when every pass feels like a test. Every person is unpredictable. Every moment requires adjustment. Those are the days you earn your patience. Through all of it, the goal stays the same. Move clean. Pass gently. Leave no panic behind. Just a quiet presence that came through and kept it respectful. Because nobody wants to be remembered as the moment someone jumped for no reason. They just want to get where they are going without turning the sidewalk into a surprise party. And if I can glide through all of that without a single gasp or double take, then that is a perfect run. That is the win right there. Thanks for watching.